finally doing ODEs with eigenvalue, eigen, vec because it makes it more alive and interesting. So now we're finding these kind of systems in real life, and we're trying to figure it out. Again, this for now, I won't explain forces or anything. So we start over here by defining our matrices like this. And then you see that if you were to order it like this, you can figure out that this must be the case file for it. This is the profile that you get. And maybe I should draw lines. I'll do that later. I just realized that's a smart idea. I'll do that later. A over here, X over here, and then we solve this. It's just a first linear basic ODE. Again, this is my textbook, so I can change whatever I want. So I will fix that. I just realized that having arrows will be way more helpful than I thought it would be. So we continue again. We get this in the end, basically. And this x0, you might think, why is that x0? Why is that not some kind of, can be given? Well, it's because of how this is going to show up later on. You'll see that this is not really a regular just multiplication as a matrix, so it makes sense later on. You'll see. First, we do our determinant, and we get our eigenvalues over here, as we can recall over here, eigenvalues. And now we plug it back in to our original matrix style of solve, which is this, which gives you this format over here, which you realize if you plug x equal 1, you get y equals square root of 2. Now x and y, basically, you can see that it works. From that, you get these two values over here. Now, from here, you do a bunch of very complicated shenanigans, but the one thing I do want you to realize is that this is a true fact. What that means is that you can plug it back to the solution, and then this solution comes from solving over here, as we did over here. We solved it. Anyways, from that solution, we can actually get our n and our i's out over here because of another property that I didn't explain, but maybe I will make a proof on it. Over here, that allows us to get this format. After that, it's just a bunch of linear algebra, or whatever you call it, just matrix multiplication. It's not really linear algebra. We learned this in algebra too. And then we get this in the end. And it's just basically a linear line if you plot this in x and y. In time format, it'll be like this for x and then y. But, we're not really realizing that, but yeah.